Hello, Miss Thinker here. Your daily source for mind-blowing facts, forgotten history, and powerful motivation. For millennia, humanity has looked up at the moon, dreaming of what it would be like to walk or even live on its silvery surface. That dream is closer than ever to becoming a reality. But what would life on the moon actually be like? Forget the science fiction movies. Let's explore the real day-to-day experience of being a lunar resident. Imagine waking up not to a sunrise, but to an Earthrise. A stunning blue and white marble hanging in a jet-black sky. This would be your constant, breathtaking view. Your home wouldn't be a house with a white picket fence, but a specially designed habitat, likely built underground or covered with lunar soil called regolith. Why? To protect you from the moon's harsh environment. There's no atmosphere to shield you from micrometeoroids, extreme temperature swings, or cosmic radiation. Outside your habitat, temperatures can soar to 127 degrees Celsius in the sun and plummet to a bone-chilling minus 173 degrees Celsius in the dark. So your lunar home is your lifeline, a high-tech fortress of survival. Let's talk about your day. A lunar day from one sunrise to the next lasts about 29.5 Earth days. That means you'd experience roughly 2 weeks of continuous daylight followed by 2 weeks of continuous darkness. This long, slow cycle will completely redefine your concept of time. Your internal body clock would need some serious adjusting, likely relying on artificial lighting schedules inside your habitat to simulate a 24-hour Earth day. What would you eat? Forget popping out to the grocery store. For the first lunar pioneers, most food will be pre-packaged and shipped from Earth, similar to what astronauts on the International Space Station eat. But for a long-term, self-sustaining colony, growing their own food is essential. This would happen in advanced hydroponic or aeroponic farms inside the habitat. Picture glowing greenhouses filled with leafy greens, tomatoes, and potatoes, all carefully cultivated under LED lights. Water would be the most precious resource, recycled with near-perfect efficiency from every possible source, including human waste and breath condensate. Scientists have also found water ice in permanently shadowed craters near the lunar poles. Mining this ice would be a game-changer, providing not just drinking water, but also breathable oxygen and rocket fuel. Now for the fun part, going outside. You can't just step out for a breath of fresh air. Every trip outside the habitat or extravehicular activity would be a major operation. You'd suit up in a state-of-the-art spacesuit, your personal spacecraft providing oxygen, temperature control, and protection. Once you're on the surface, you'll experience one of the most famous features of the moon, its low gravity. At just 1/6 of Earth's gravity, you'd feel incredibly light and powerful. You could jump 6 tons higher and carry heavy equipment with ease. Walking would feel more like a gentle, bouncing lope. This would be exhilarating, but it also has a downside. Over time, low gravity weakens muscles and bones. So your daily routine would include a rigorous exercise regimen, using special equipment like treadmills with harnesses and resistance, machines to keep your body strong and ready for a potential return to Earth. What kind of work would you do? Early lunar settlers would be a mix of scientists, engineers, and technicians. Your job could be anything from geological surveys, searching for valuable resources in the regolith, to maintaining the habitat's life support systems. You might be an astronomer, taking advantage of the moon's stable surface and lack of atmosphere to get the clearest possible views of the universe. Or maybe you'd be a robotics operator, remotely controlling rovers and construction bots to expand the lunar base. Using 3D printers with lunar soil, we could build new structures, landing pads, and roads, slowly growing our settlement. Communication with home would be a mix of the familiar and the strange. You could video call your family and friends back on Earth, but there would be a constant delay. Radio waves take about 1.3 seconds to travel from the Earth to the moon, so a conversation would have a nearly 3-second lag. It's not long, but it's just enough to make real-time, back-and-forth conversation feel a little awkward. You'd get used to it, speaking in short bursts and waiting for the reply. News and entertainment would likely be downloaded in large data packets, so you could still catch up on your favorite shows, just not live. Living in a small, isolated community on the moon would be a huge psychological challenge. You'd be living and working with the same small group of people for months or even years. Teamwork, patience, and mental resilience would be just as important as technical skill. Mission planners would select candidates very carefully, looking for individuals who are adaptable, cooperative, and emotionally stable. Regular mental health check-ins and access to counseling would be a standard part of life. To combat the isolation, recreational activities would be crucial. Imagine a virtual reality room that could transport you to a beach on Earth, or a common area where you could play games, watch movies, or simply share a meal with your fellow colonists. The lunar environment itself presents unique hazards. The regolith, the fine gray dust that covers the moon, is as abrasive as tiny shards of glass. It clings to everything and can damage equipment and pose a health risk if inhaled. So, strict protocols will be in place to clean spacesuits and equipment in an airlock before re-entering the habitat. Then there's the radiation. Without a magnetic field or thick atmosphere, the moon is constantly bombarded by galactic cosmic rays and solar particles. Our habitats will provide shielding, but any time spent on the surface would add to an astronaut's lifetime radiation dose, which would need to be carefully monitored. As our lunar settlement grows, it could evolve from a scientific outpost into a true community. We might see the rise of new industries like lunar tourism, manufacturing in the vacuum of space, or using the moon as a stepping stone for missions to Mars and beyond. The challenges are immense, but the potential rewards are even greater. Living on the moon wouldn't just be about survival. It would be about pushing the boundaries of human exploration and ingenuity. It would be about building a new branch of civilization, one with a permanent, stunning view of our home planet. The first person to walk on the moon called it one small step. The first person to live there will be taking a giant leap, not just for themselves, but for all of humanity. It's a future that's no longer just a dream. It's a destination on our horizon. So, what kind of jobs would be available in a lunar settlement? The possibilities are as vast as space itself. Lunar engineers would be in high demand, designing and maintaining the complex systems that keep the colony running. Space miners would extract valuable resources like helium-3 from the lunar soil, potentially fueling a new era of clean energy back on Earth. Scientists would have a front-row seat to the cosmos, studying cosmic radiation and conducting experiments that are impossible on our home planet. And construction crews would be essential, using advanced 3D printing technology to build and expand the habitats, turning lunar dust into a thriving city. Thanks for joining us on this journey to our nearest celestial neighbor. If you're fascinated by space exploration and what the future holds for humanity, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the cosmos. See you next time!